Hey everyone, Timmy Flyers Guy here, and I have a special announcement. I will be taking a break from classic Flyers theater, but don't worry, I will be back with new episodes this fall. So get ready for a new season with even more action-packed episodes of historic Flyers games and moments exclusively on the Timmy Flyers Guy YouTube channel. I will continue to bring you great content day after day, week after week and year after year, and will continue that this fall. Let the countdown begin.
Everybody, it's me, Timmy Flyers Guy, and welcome to another edition of Back in the Day. In our last episode, we did another medley of G4tv shows. In this video, we're going to continue that with another medley of G4tv shows. In my last video, I couldn't really put all the shows in one episode. So what I did is I put three shows in the video. So I'm going to continue doing that. So in each video I'll do three shows, because Microsoft Quick Champ, if you try to do a really big video, it will have an error. So what I had to do in my last video is I had to do the video in segments and combine the segments together to make one video. So with this video, we continue the same format. I'm going to use three shows. Well, the first one I did, I was able to use almost every show because I was using Windows Movie Maker at the time. I like to use Microsoft Quick Champ because it's easier to use and more intuitive. So without further ado, let's get into the video as we bring you another medley of G4 shows. And in this episode, I'm going to title this a medley of G4tv shows Part 3. I will be adding more episodes, and I want to add that old TV show from the 70s, Starcade. So I think I might use that in a future video. So stay tuned for that, or maybe I'll use it in this video, depending on how many videos I have to make this one video. So without further ado, let's get into this video as we do a medley of G4tv shows Part 3. Let's roll the footage.
Contrary to what you might think, we always read our viewer mail here at Cheat. That explains the dazed and terrified looks you sometimes see on the faces of our production assistants. And it's also why this episode is dedicated to you, gentle viewer. We're taking requests on Cheat, and it starts right now. Welcome to Cheat, the video game show where rules are a thing of the past. just like all the games featured on today's show. I'm Kristen Holt, and in this episode, we're all about you. Yes, you, wonderful gamer. You email us, you post on the forums, we've listened to you, and in this episode, we'll revisit the classics. We've got the best anthologies, Xbox Live downloads, PlayStation Network games, and Virtual Console titles. First up, we have Metal Slug Anthology. There is nothing like vintage. Vintage wine, vintage cars, and of course vintage side-scroller arcade-style quarter-sucking games just like Metal Slug. And if it's Metal Slug that you crave, then there is only one solution. The Metal Slug Anthology. This collection has every Metal Slug game release and then some. The POWs, the mummies, the aliens, and all the badasses you get to play, like Marco, Theo, and Tarma. Metal Slug Anthology for the Wii offers more than just the original experience. There are alternate routes, different control options, and unlockables. Not only is this the Metal Slug that you remember, but it has also been Wii-ized. The Wiimote Nunchuck action has added a new element that redefines the Metal Slug experience. The traditional Nintendo style is always the safest bet, if you want to be boring. But if you don't, go ahead and try something different. There's a variety of ways to approach control, like traditional or swing style. However, by far the best is to control movement and aiming with the nunchuck, and to jump and shoot with the Wiimote. Swing the Wiimote if you want to throw grenades. Go easy at first, or trying to avoid carpal tunnel syndrome. This anthology includes all of the original titles, Metal Slug 1, 2, X, 3, 4, 5, and 6. The titles also include a few alternate routes. For example, in Metal Slug 4, take the cavern path in the second mission to an underground lake. Now you can play the rest of the mission underwater and take out those annoying squids, floating mines, and swimming robots from the submarine. In Metal Slug 2, take the underground passage in Mission 3 to the mining caves and drill your way through the mining robots. Or find the secret machine gun in the mummy cave.
Heavy machine gun!
Choosing an alternate route will also earn you extra credits towards unlockables. And while we're on the subject of unlockables, here's the lowdown. Just keep hammering away at the never-ending stream of enemies. It may seem impossible, but dodging the enemy bullets does help. Amazing, right? Completing each game will give you credits with which you can buy hidden Metal Slug artwork and alternate music scores. And the best part? You don't even need to spend a single quarter. Well, that's one way to beat the slugs. 1993. Wired magazine is first published, the World Wide Web is born, and a little game called Doom was released. Well, now it's back on Xbox Live, and from the emails, it looks like a few of you have had problems with the final boss. Before the People's Champ starred in a movie based on this epic franchise, before you battled on a research center located on Mars, came one of the toughest, goriest, and biggest games of all times, Doom. And now this game can be downloaded on Xbox Live Arcade in all its 2D glory. Unto the Cruel, where you face all hell has to offer, is the final stage of the 4th chapter. Start off by immediately grabbing the shotgun in front of you and taking out the 2 imps. Just to the southwest of the starting point, a twitching corpse hangs. Approach it and hit A to unlock the secret area. Load up on some ammo, med packs, and a chain gun to boot. Now, move down the stairs and hit the switch to lift the door. There are many demons in this area, so use the door as a shield and let them come to you. After all, you are the guest of honor. Clear out this area and run to the right side. Behind the demonic wall lies a red key and a rocket launcher. Remember to conserve the rockets. They'll come in handy later on. Get back to the platform, open the red bars using the key you just acquired, and a cacodemon will pop out. You can kill him with a few shotgun shells. However, using the chain gun will stabilize him and allows you to avoid his fireball. It's much easier that way. Flip the switch to raise the platform. Move to the other side of the hallway to locate another demon head. Jump in and teleport to the next area. Shoot the imp and the zombie soldiers. Go up the staircase and a Baron of Hell will come after you. Trust me, you can't miss him. Just like a big leaguer, he winds up before the pitch, so you can dodge those pesky green fireballs easily. Use the shotgun to take him out. To the right of the ramp, there's a plethora of goodies on each plateau. Collect them all and head back up the ramp to the other side and use the lift to go down. The corridor is pretty small. Concentrate on the imp and the undead first. Now you have a little more operating room to kill this giant pink beast. Grab the yellow key from the pedestal. Behind it, a secret door leads you to a blur artifact, which makes you semi-transparent. Come back to the previous area and make your way right. Finish the leftovers and hop into the teleporter. Return to the platform once more and activate the yellow key. Behind that door is the final showdown. You will fight everything, including the flying meatballs and the Ghost Rider-esque flaming skulls. The final boss happens to be the Spider Mastermind, who looks like a mix of Krang from the Ninja Turtles and that gigantic tarantula machine from the Wild Wild West movie. There are 2 ways to defeat this monster. Head up the left ramp while picking off evil minions along your way and grab the plasma rifle. Now hide behind the middle pillar. Swing from left to right, shooting the mastermind. Once he heads over in your direction, run to the opposite side. This swinging tactic should pull the plug on his career. The second option is using the BFG, which of course is located right behind the spider, but you can't just walk up to it and grab it. Attract the enemies by moving to the left of the pillar, then quickly sprint around to the right and behind the boss. 4 shots should do the trick. Ah, good old text ending and a sweet picture. Take that, hell! We'll be right back with cheats for Lemmings, Bonk's Adventure, and Toe Jam and Earl when Cheats Viewer Mail episode continues. But first, here's a quick cheat for one of my favorite Wii Virtual Console games, Mario Kart. You know, back in '97, if you wanted to punk your friends in some video games, Mario Kart 64 for the Nintendo 64 was it. Multiplayer action was never so much fun with up to 3 of your friends. But to keep the racer's edge, why not use a few tricks to leave your buddies in the dust? Press and hold the gas button right after the second light during the start of the race and leap ahead every time.
You're in G4's video game mashup. Now, cheat.
Welcome to the source for all the things you care about.
I love this show every frickin' day.
Attack of the Show, tonight at 7 and 11 on G4.
Welcome back to Cheat, the video game show that you help write. Our next request comes to us from Bobby in Tigard, Oregon. He starts off by screaming, "Kristen!" Seriously, Bobby, it's called the caps lock key, and you should try turning it off sometime. Anyway, Bobby wants some help with Lemmings. All right, Bobby boy, but remember, indoor typing, okay? With the title character's fondness for self-destruction, Lemmings is a game that probably should have died long ago. Instead, it's had the tenacity to live on for a seeming eternity in the hearts, minds, and now hard drives of gamers around the world. Luckily, with the Cliff's Notes to one of the most difficult boards, Bomb Not Bash, you can avoid walking off a cliff. First, let 2 lemmings fall unimpeded. Make the 3rd lemming a miner shortly after he falls, and let him blaze a path to the lemming corral. Give the first of the 2 wandering lemmings a climber hat and umbrella. Leave the second one to happily walk off the edge, scooping up a plethora of umbrellas as he fulfills the lemming code of seppuku. In the meantime, your happy little climber will have scaled the wall. When he falls off the other side, make him a digger as soon as he reaches the small portion of floor that can be penetrated by the shovel. When the digging lemming makes it through the floor, he'll float down to the next level. Keep an eye on his progress and make him a blocker just after he lands. Here's where you really have to multitask. Make sure the last lemming that falls from the portal builds a staircase above the hole to the lemming corral. He's got some important work to do. Make him a basher as soon as he gets to the wall. This will clear a path for the rest of his brethren. Give him an umbrella to make his post-spelunking plunge a pleasant one. He'll collect the remaining blocker ability, giving you the power to transform him into a lemming wall. In a final act of lemming martyrdom, make an exploding lemming just as he passes over the screw in the floor. He'll detonate near the flimsy wall, creating a freedom hole from which the remaining lemmings may joyfully burst forth. Give each one an umbrella for the fall. Your last move is to give one a pickaxe to clear the final path for the march towards sweet liberty. Want to take this episode of Cheat with you anywhere you go? It's easy. Just browse G4tv.com/podcast for clips of this and your other favorite shows. We'll be back with Bonk's adventure tips after the break. But first, here's a quick cheat for The Legend of Zelda: A Link to the Past. Want to disappear for a while? Well, since old habits die hard, we'll tell you how to be a bit more inconspicuous in The Legend of Zelda: A Link to the Past. Enter the graveyard in front of the sanctuary in the Dark World and make your way into a small square of hedges containing a pile of rocks in the upper right-hand corner. Use your magic mirror to warp back to the light world and dash into the front of the tombstone to reveal a cave. Inside, you'll find the magic cape much earlier than you're supposed to. Just keep an eye on your magic meter and stay out of the girls' locker room.
I'm Layla Kaylee, and this is The Feed. Get ready to enter the third dimension courtesy of Regal Cinemas. The theatre chain CEO says he will continue to push for digital 3D projection, citing audiences who will pay a premium for the new technology. Directors James Cameron, Steven Spielberg, and Peter Jackson are all currently developing 3D features. And in gaming news, BioShock fans will get their wish. 2K Games told gamers it would release a special edition of the popular title if an online petition gathered 5,000 signatures. The special edition for Xbox and PC will hit stores this August. And finally, the US Postal Service wants your help selecting an official Star Wars stamp. Visit USPS.gov to cast your vote. The winning stamp will be ready for licking on May 25th. Well, that's all for now. Visit us on the web at G4tv.com/thefeed. It's the only news you need to know. I'm Layla Kaylee, and you've just been fed.
We've been rummaging through our big bag of viewer mail, and so far I haven't seen anything too scary. So let's press our luck and try another letter, huh? Kathy from Brooklyn, New York says, "Hey Kristen, tell me how to handle Bonk's adventure. P.S. Girl gamers rule." Heck yes we do, Kathy. I like your thinking. Now here's the tips you wanted. Being hard-headed won't get you anywhere in life. Well, unless you're a prehistoric bald adolescent with anger management issues. If so, then your name is Bonk, and you like to kill delightful dinosaurs. Aw, how adorable! Now die! But getting through a 16-bit game is never easy. Here are some tips to beating Bonk's adventure. During the game, you'll encounter dozens of different enemies. Dinosaurs that fly, dudes with funny hats, and axe throwers. However, there is a color code to these adorable suckers. Pink might not be your favorite color, but you'll come to love it. Kill the pink cuties, and they'll drop a piece of meat that can give you invincibility. Another friendly adventure tip is knowing when evil's about to spring on you. You see these cute little baby-faced treasure chests? Stick to popping the animated ones, and you'll avoid those creepy see-through springers. It's going to save lives. And speaking of lives, you can never have enough in 16-bit games. But don't worry, you'll earn plenty in levels 1 through 3. While swimming through the levels, you'll eventually reach a point where you zigzag up and down. Just take this level challenge as a blessing in disguise. Slide Bonk underneath the enemy and bust them up from below. Aided by the wall, all you have to do is time the fall and knock the sucker back up. Eventually, you'll get an extra life. Repeat as needed or until you've had a good cry. Despite its many dangers, the prehistoric world offers wonderful dining options. Chomp into that meat. You'll need all the protein you can get if you're gonna kill more dinosaurs. Stick around, we have more viewer-requested cheats after the break. But first, here's a quick cheat you'll be glad you know the next time you pick up Super Mario World. Need to get a life? Maybe two? In the classic Nintendo platformer Super Mario World, you have the opportunity to up your living quotient at the end of each level. When you approach the moving finish line, wait until the last 2 digits of your remaining time match the tens digit in your stars total. So if you've got 26 stars, wait until the last 2 digits of your time are 22. If you have 41 stars, wait until the clock ends in 44. You can double your rewards by holding an object like a shell. At the moment of your triumphant finish, it will turn into another extra life. Who says you can't live forever?
Take G4 on the road. Download this show now as a podcast.
to Cheats Viewer Mail Edition. So far, we've shown you cheats from Metal Slug Anthology, Lemmings, and Bonk's Adventure. Now, I could very happily go a full day without having to say the words Toe Jam, but Richie from College Station, Texas, wants to find more presents in Toe Jam and Earl. Okay, Richie, just because you're a Texas boy, this is for you. Back in the day, two very funky aliens crash-landed on this strange planet we call Earth with one of the most unforgettably titled Sega Genesis games, Toe Jam and Earl. When it comes to old-school hip-hop, these guys are the OGs. Well, maybe not. But your mission is to help our fine young MCs get back to their home planet of Funkatron. To do this, you'll have to fly around various islands in space and scoop up the missing pieces of their pimped-out space hoopty. Wait a minute, I thought they landed on Earth. To aid you in your planetary scavenger hunt, presents have been dropped all over the 16-bit landscape. Each box you pick up will hold an unknown treasure. The contents can range from money and character level-ups to weapons, food, and speed boosts. But remember, not all gifts are golden. Remember that sweater your grandma gave you last Christmas? Boxes of the same size, shape, and color all hold the same item, so after you open one for the first time, they'll all be labeled properly in your inventory screen. But we're cheaters, right? Right. So here are a few little secrets to help enhance your haul. On World 1, there's a secret island loaded with presents in the top right corner of the map. Use the Icarus wings, rocket skates, or inner tube to get out there and collect your bounty. Just make sure you have another method of aquatic travel to get back. If you use one of the same methods to travel to the bottom left corner, you'll find another small island with a hole in the center of it. Fall down it to enter World 0, where you'll find a hula dancer, a lemonade stand with an extra life, and a nice relaxing hot tub to wash away the stresses of the day. When you're done, just drop off the side, and you'll be transported back to the highest level you got to in the game so far. Talk about service! But me, personally, I think I'll hang around the hot tub. And our final viewer letter of the show comes to us from John Walsh in Santa Monica, California. He writes, "Hey Kristen, I totally suck at video games, but I heard that A Legend of Zelda: A Link to the Past for the Virtual Console is awesome. Can you help me out?" Sure I can. Best Zelda ever. The Wii has been gracing us with our favorites from yesteryear since it launched. But the game Nintendo fanboys were waiting for was The Legend of Zelda: A Link to the Past. This incredibly deep, top-down action game is just as much fun today as it was 15 years ago when it set the standard for all Zelda games to come. The gadgets, the gloves, the boots, the competing worlds of light and darkness, it all started here. Since we don't want to ruin your nostalgia, we'll skip the story walkthrough and instead give you tips on picking up some of the game's more overlooked items. After beating the second dungeon and getting the Power Glove, head to the northeastern corner of Hyrule to find the witch's hut. Go past her and toss the giant rock on the right side of her fence to open up a watery walkway. Follow the light blue path to the waterfall where Zora will offer to sell you his flippers for 500 rupees. Once you're seaworthy, go south over the waterfall and onto the landmass to your left to find a heart piece. But don't rush home just yet. Follow the river to the northwest from Zora's location to find the Waterfall of Wishing. Here, you'll be given the option of throwing some of your items into a pool. If you're honest about your actions, the fairy who inhabits the waters will upgrade your boomerang and your shield. The red boomerang is faster and has a longer range, and your new red shield can block fireball attacks. One more waterway to check is the river under the stone bridge near Link's house. Underneath, you'll find a friendly hobo willing to part with his last bottle to aid you in your quest. Another time to pause and further your foraging skills is after you beat the second Dark World dungeon and have acquired the magic hammer. In the Light World, grab the mushroom in the Lost Woods and bring it to the witch that you passed on your way to get the flippers. She'll tell you to come back later for something good, so let's pick up a few things in the meantime. Warp back to the Dark World and enter the clearing in the woods to the west of Link's house. You'll find a strange-looking creature that gives you a shovel and asks you to find his flute. Go to the bottom of the screen and use the magic mirror to warp to the Light World and witness a ghostly apparition playing the flute before he disappears. Start digging above the tree in the northwest corner of the clearing to find the flute. Now, warp back to the dark world and play it for your new friend before he turns into a tree? Okay, whatever. The flute is now yours to keep, so warp back to the light world and head into Kakariko Village. Stand in front of the weather vane and play the flute to release the bird from its stony prison. In return for its freedom, the bird will fly you to multiple locations across Hyrule whenever you play its tune in the light world. With this kind of fast travel, you can grab the ice rod on the southeastern shore of Lake Hylia and the Ether Medallion at the top of Death Mountain in a matter of minutes. Much better than the Diamond Lane. By now, that mushroom brew should be finished, so get that bird to take you back to the witch's potion shop. Her gift for you will be waiting next to her assistant inside the house. With the magic powder in hand, fly back to Kakariko Village and go to the east to find the blacksmith's house. Use the magic hammer to pound down the peg nearby and fall into the cave below. Throw the magic powder on the red goo inside the chalice to awaken a large bat. After some complaints about losing sleep, he'll cast a spell that allows your magic usage to be reduced by half. May the way of the hero lead you to the Triforce, young adventurer.
And that's all you wrote. Keep those cards and cookies coming. Visit us on the web at G4tv.com/cheat or email us at cheat@G4tv.com. Until next time, I'm Kristen Holt, and you've been cheating.
Let the next Virtua Fighter tournament begin.
You'll enjoy this, trust me.
Gold Award, EGM. One of the best fighting systems ever made, IGN. 5 stars, Editor's Choice, GameSpy. Looks awesome and plays equally well, PSM. Virtua Fighter 5, the new look of real fighting. Available now on the PlayStation 3 computer entertainment system. Rated T for teen.
Freedom is power. The 197 horsepower Civic Si from Honda. Reverse your thinking.
Today on X-Play, what if the Russians won the Cold War? You'll find out in Freedom Fighters. World War II shrinks to an adorable pocket size in Commandos 3. And dinosaurs frolic in their natural habitat, space! Don't ask me, it's game time. Please welcome 2 people who know how to handle a gun con, Adam Setzler and Morgan Webb.
You handle it with love. Hello and welcome to X-Play, the show where today every featured game is going to involve the shooting.
We're sorry, pacifists.
There's pacifists that watch the show.
Maybe.
Hi.
One.
Anyway, we're going to have a game where you shoot people with tranquilizer darts.
And a game where you shoot Russians.
And a game where you shoot Nazis.
And a game where you shoot dinosaurs.
Sadly, we don't have a game where you shoot Russian Nazi dinosaurs.
Isn't going to be no, Return to Castle Wolfenstein Dino
Crisis? No, there's not going to be. Especially, yeah, that's a good idea. We're also going to take a look at some real pretty games.
Pretty?
I like them.
Really, they all have great graphics.
But first, we're going to have that game where you shoot dinosaurs in space. Seriously, that is the concept. Here's our review, Dino Crisis 3.
Okay, check out this cutscene. This game has killer dinosaurs in space and jetpacks, so it should rock, right? Right? Wrong. Capcom has issued forth Dino Crisis 3, a sequel on the Xbox that is, in fact, worse than the original Dino Crisis for the PlayStation 1.
Piece of crap.
Basically, they made Resident Evil in space with dinosaurs instead of zombies. But what could have been a good game is almost completely ruined by some bizarrely bad design and development choices. Okay, here's the plot. A small group of Marines discover a mysterious spaceship crawling with mutated, teleporting, electricity-spewing dinosaurs. Most of the Marines deserve to be eaten for delivering lines like this.
Where did those dinosaur monsters come from? Say something!
And the survivors get saddled with dialogue written by someone with some serious mommy issues.
Mother could never accomplish such a feat.
So then Mother started doing the unthinkable.
But you don't have to obey Mother. Mother! Is that you again, Mother? Mother!
Sure, the cutscenes are pretty. And the inclusion of jetpacks makes for some decent dodging, jumping, and generally fast-moving action. But at its best, Dino Crisis 3 is a survival horror game with a so-so story, decent visuals, light RPG aspects, and some mediocre dinos to dispatch. At its worst, it's completely ruined by the idiotic camera system. It's as if Capcom hired someone whose whole job was devoted to finding the absolute worst viewing angle for any situation. And to their credit, whoever this person is, they did an incredible job. Watch as this angle changes mid-jump. Watch as I fly around like a dork. Watch as the camera is sucked into the dinosaur's ass. T-Rex, could you move, please? Tell me, Capcom, what fun is a boss fight when you can't see the boss? I have no idea what's going on, and the dinosaurs seem as confused as I am. And that's not our editing. That's the game. Damn it! Oh, great. Now I'm fighting a giant pancreas. Is that bacon? Could someone just send a dinosaur to kill me now? Adding to my frustration is the fact that the rooms on the ship have an annoying tendency to look alike. And don't think consulting a map will help. They're useless too. I'm filled with rage. Let's go back to one of the few things I like about this game, the cinematics. Calm returning.
So you're telling me that Mother is the actual birth mother of all these psychotic dinosaur monsters running around killing everything on this ship?
Oh, what the hell is he talking about? We give Dino Crisis 3 a generous 2 out of 5.
I refuse to die in this dump!
Amen, brother. Are there placid, understanding dinosaur monsters out there?
Maybe
if so, write in. I want to meet you. Developers, I want you to listen. Listen to what I'm saying. You can't change the camera angle mid-jump. I can't see what I'm jumping onto. And when I run through a room, does that like flip the viewing angle so I have to reorient my controls so I can just run straight ahead? That makes me angry. Look at this to understand.
Little does Adam know that when the camera changes, all bets are off.
You never did make it, did you?
I peed myself.
Oh, okay, well, fortunately, this next game does not have bathrooms or bad camera angles that we know of. It's a stealth actioner based on, what else? A TV show.
Here's our preview of Mission Impossible Operation Surma. Dun 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 da da da. Oh yes. If only being a top-notch secret agent was as cool as Hollywood and gang make it look to be. But take it from the crew here at X-Play, all those top-notch spy stunts are a little harder than they look. Fortunately for all of us, Atari will soon be releasing Mission Impossible Operation Surma, enabling all us Ethan Hawke wannabes to save the world in our underrooms. Fans of the last 2 Mission Impossible movies won't find themselves cruising through this game in the shoes of Tom Cruise. Oh God, I'm so clever. The casting for the impeccable agent Ethan Hunt and the rest of his team is original, along with the plot. Yes, this Ethan is noticeably taller than 5'3". Oh wait! These characters look good and speak well enough.
They're coming for me!
There seems to be no worry that they're gonna win an Oscar before our boy Tom.
I'm above your location right now.
Your mission, should you choose to accept it, is to stop a doomsday computer virus from throwing the global economy into total havoc and really screwing with things in general. We've been able to sample several stages from this latest operation, and while not all the pieces have fallen into place, it looks like the game will feature a cohesive story, a lot of action, and a whole lot of spy gear. Becoming an elite tactical espionage agent requires no small amount of practice. And you too will have to undergo the rigors of training to master the rather complex control scheme. You're able to perform a running jump kick and a crippling 4-hit combo, complete with slowdown for a dramatic effect. You could also utilize stealth by switching to night vision, hiding in shadows, flattening yourself against walls before accidentally breaking the back of innocent bystanders. While this may seem like a lot, the control gets even deeper when you draw a weapon. The gadgets you bring with you on each mission are the cutting-edge equipment you'd expect a secret agent to have. Not only does your digital camera have 3 levels of zoom and distance readouts for targets, but it also looks cool. You could stealthily take out the bad guys using a tranquilizer pistol, or screw the whole quiet thing and blast them away with your 45. But look out, these bad guys do shoot back. Now, that just doesn't look very comfortable now, does it? We will update you with further data when the software is complete. Oh yeah, I almost forgot.
This message will self-destruct in 5 seconds.
Looks cool.
It did. I didn't. Well, my sunglasses, though, did self-destruct shortly after the end of that clip.
Oh.
I mean, when I say destructed, that I walked into a wall and broke them with my face.
You don't get outside much, do you?
Sunlight burns my skin like acid.
Up next, oops! Recreational skydivers mistakenly land in war-torn Berlin.
The stage is set. The players are ready. And weeknights at 11:10 Central, the battle begins. Don't just watch X-Play. Play along live with Tech TV Hyperactive. To play, register at techtv.com/hyperactive. Then watch X-Play weeknights at 11:10 Central. Log on and play. Answer the questions. Chat with other players. Win cool prizes. And look for your name on the leaderboard live on TV. Tech TV Hyperactive. Only on Tech TV.
Once again, the worst-case scenario, Adam Zessler and Morgan Webb.
Is it the absolute worst-case scenario?
Yeah, we are.
Oh.
I'm afraid of me.
Welcome back to X-Play.
Yes, welcome back. We have the 3rd installment in a long-running World War II strategy game.
And beating it is only slightly less difficult than winning the actual war. The game is hard. It's excruciatingly hard. And this was only the preview. Here's our first look at Commandos 3, Destination Berlin. Most war movies showcase the heroics of a few seemingly invincible characters. These freedom-loving foot soldiers shout patriotic commands to trembling troops, urging them to take the hill in the name of God, country, and the Chicago Cubs. Put away your silver star, combat fans. Commandos 3 is about to deliver a lesson on how war really is. From the comfort of your favorite armchair general seat, Commandos 3 Destination Berlin presents 10 mission locations throughout the European theater of war. Stalingrad, Central Europe, and Normandy are beautifully attired in wartime dread. You'll command a crack squad of mission specialists through an extremely challenging real-time strategy maze. Each of your character's special abilities should be well rehearsed in the tutorial mode before you embark on a given mission. The spy, for example, known as René Spooky Duchamp, can wear stolen enemy uniforms and can then alter the view of certain guards through the distract key option. Once activated, you can then sneak other members of your team past the guard's visible field of view. This is another key element of victory here, folks. Your enemy's field of view must be activated so you can see if they can see you. Once you've been made, it's pretty much over, as all enemies are then alerted and your team is invited to sit down for a couple of large helpings of hot death. This is especially true for missions where stealth is the primary condition of the mission. The thief has a sweet little French judo move to stun unsuspecting guards.
Going down.
He can also climb walls, gaining access to secure buildings. Use your mouse wheel to navigate the 3D spaces of building interiors. Your mission locations are nicely detailed. Planning missions is imperative. Neither we or the game can emphasize this enough. Learn the hotkeys, recite them as if it were your personal survival mantra. Because the hills are alive with the sound of men dying in agony. This game guarantees hours and days of nail-biting frustration, as the dexterity of real-time command will take a lot of getting used to. Look forward to X-Play storming the beaches of a full review soon. This game was so hard that when I was playing it, the vein in Adam's head started throbbing in sympathy.
See, we got like the G.I. Joe, Tomax, and Zaymot curse. You hit her, I feel her pain. You hit me, I feel my pain.
Wanna see?
Ow! 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 Go to break! Make her stop! Mom!
Coming up, Morgan shows off some good-looking games. Oh, mama! Take your chances! It's Adam Sessler and Morgan Webb.
Welcome back to X-Play Now. Good-looking games.
Some games are just beautiful to behold. They're polygonal works of art.
Does this have anything to do with breast physics?
No! Everyone loves Final Fantasy cinematics, but we wanted to focus on other games that look great. From the gameplay to the cutscenes. So here's my tour of some good-looking games.
Party.
Welcome to the beauty pageant of video games. Here are 4 games that aced the talent competition. People wondered if the classic side-scroller Metroid would lose something in the first-person perspective, but there's just so damn much to look at in Metroid Prime for the GameCube. Ooh, pretty monster that comes out of a flower. The environments are varied and detailed, from ruins to industrial to caves. And the world is populated with strange creatures, most, but not all of which want to kill you. Your visor allows you to gain information about the outside world, as well as protect you from the rain. Someone put a lot of energy into making this world a beautiful place, and Metroid Prime is one of the most gorgeous titles for the GameCube. I know. At first glance, Legend of Zelda Wind Waker seems like a simple, cel-shaded adventure game. But it won't take you long to appreciate the creativity and subtle detail. I love how the smoke comes in curly cues. The fire is stylized. Oops, sorry kid, my bad. And you can see the wind in a weird granule kind of way. As for you, you're cute as a button, and your enemies are freaky and menacing in a really adorable kind of way. The game has such a strong sense of style that it's unmistakable, and is a continually strong force in Nintendo's lineup. I wouldn't exactly call Silent Hill 3 a pretty face, but we can't leave it off the list just because the graphics aren't cute and cuddly. The game relies heavily on its imagery to scare the living hell out of you, and with its grainy filters, walls dripping with blood, and diseased hospital beds, you're peeing your pants before the monsters even arrive. The monsters are some of the most inspired and horrifying in any game. Everything from their form, to their skin, to the way they move suggests sickness, misery, and deprivation. These monsters will infect your dreams. What a nightmare.
Silent Hill 3 is the perfect example of how much the PlayStation 2 can do. Okay, I'm scared now. Siberia is a simple point-and-click adventure game for the PC or the Xbox. It's not particularly difficult, but it draws fans because of its charming story and, of course, striking beauty. You play Kate, a young woman searching for Hans, an inventor that creates brilliant automatons. She rides through Europe on a wind-up train with a robot guide, searching for clues of Hans's whereabouts. The 3D engine was made with a lot of care, and I could stare at the water all day. Okay, I'm getting thirsty. The environment, which often consists of rendered backgrounds with clickable areas,
captures the character and feel of each town Kate visits. The care and detail make this game like a beautifully illustrated novel. So there you have it. They may not be rocket scientists, but these good-looking games aced the bikini contest. And there are a lot of other good-looking games out there, too.
F-Zero, Rebel Strike, the Resident Evil remake for the GameCube. Oh, my God.
It's enough to make you want to kiss your television.
Yeah, but what you do, be careful because, you know, the static, it can shock you a little bit. There might be some DOS, and then, you know, you may have to buy the thing dinner afterwards if you get too heavy.
In a moment, political unrest is fun, fun, fun in Freedom Fighters.
Amazing. Engaging. Always entertaining. You're watching Tech TV.
Once again, the hooligans of X-Play, Adam Sessler and Morgan Webb.
Welcome back. Now, we have a game that takes place in an alternate reality where the Russians won the Cold War and took over America.
This means that the game has the same plot as Red Dawn. Now, there you had high school students who were fighting the Russian army and they lose. Funny that. Anyway, those crazy kids. This, though, is Freedom Fighters. Plumbers and their heroics are no stranger to the video game arena. But that was then, and this is now.
Hello? Plumbers on patrol.
Meet Chris. He and his brother are plumbers.
No wonder. Sister Sludge sure needs a trained surgeon here.
Unfortunately for Chris, the Ruskies have separated the handy duo, and now he's got to take on the entire Russian army to be reunited. Luckily, he's made a few new friends.
Destroy that obstacle. Sure thing.
And they don't mind taking orders.
Pull out!
Freedom Fighters takes a page from the good old What If handbook. As in, what if the Soviet Union never faded away? And what if the misguided commies actually invaded the U.S.?
Good evening. This is Tatiana Kempinski.
They preempted Wired for Sex for this?
After a brief interrogation by our intelligence officers, the brothers...
I guess to be fair, the Russians only want to show us the error of our capitalistic ways. Right, comrade?
Been playing video games all night. Violent ones.
Violent video games, huh? I'll show you the power of violent video games. Although the new Freedom Fighters appear to play like a generic run-and-gun shooter, there's more to this game than meets the eye. At your command is a squad of up to 12 other soldiers. With a few very simple button presses, they'll follow you around.
Move in!
Rush forward and attack. Or hold back and defend.
Defend here!
That is, if you can earn their respect.
Get over here!
If you had a rap, then we'd talk.
Follow me! No thanks. Come with me! I'm not following you into the line of fire.
Once you do have some Patriots in tow, then the game works beautifully for two reasons.
Defend here!
Reason one.
Stand your ground!
Freedom Fighters gives you just enough control over your troops to keep busy, but not so much as to make you feel like a babysitter. And reason two. Your troops react appropriately to any given situation. Okay, I know I said there are two reasons why we like commanding a squad, but actually there are three. Reason three, you just look so cool. Helping along is a full complement of machine guns, Molotov cocktails, and sniper rifles. If you're not a big fan of rifles, try limiting their reinforcements with a bit of C4. And as an added bonus,
regroup!
There's an excellent multiplayer mode that lets you command your squad against other players.
One's getting away! Hit the deck!
Quite frankly, if you're into action games, it would be a grave mistake to pass on this one. So, let the revolution begin. X-Play gives Freedom Fighters a 4 out of 5.
Ah! They forced me, Chris. Don't believe this stinking propaganda. No further questions, please.
We will be back after a short break. Stay with us.
Stay with us. Okay, unlike clunkers like SWAT Global Strike Team, the AI of your squad in this game is pretty flawless. We have to give it a thumbs up.
A great big thumbs up. Two thumbs up. I still wish they had the Wolverines from Red Dawn. Patrick Swayze could dance and Charlie Sheen could drink and drive fast.
Yeah, that would just be great.
That would give it a sense of realism that maybe it needs. All right.
Go to our website, techtv.com/xplay.
Yes, there you can find message boards.
Yes.
You can also, find out how to write us an email, and also importantly, send us more of these game stunts. If you do something really cool inside a video game and tape
Eating it doesn't
give it to
count.
us. Yeah, just eating it. We do that even.
Yeah, we're reviewing them now, and we're going to put the coolest ones on air.
You can be famous.
Good night.
Bye-bye.
I am Flood, a flash liquidizer overdosing device. I hope to be of assistance.
Mario.
Today,
His name is Herbie.
well, that's ridiculous. See a sneak preview of the film critics are calling the perfect family comedy.
Herbie.
She's too young for you. Herbie Fully Loaded, Rated G. Special sneak preview today.
Before Mr. Taylor taught the world to play, before fiberglass, before parquet, before the word doctor was spelled with a J, and ballrooms were ball courts where the Renaissance played, before the hype and before the dunk, after the rhythm, but before the funk, before the money and before the fame, before new and old school, before school had a name, it was only the ball and the soul of the game. First school, Converse.
Available at Foot Locker.
Dun, 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 dun.
Star Wars Galaxies never stops, 24/7.
Every time you log in, there's something different happening.
It's changing, it's evolving.
There's always a new quest, there's always a new mission.
I'm able to do anything I want in the galaxy and meet anyone I want.
Chewbacca,
Darth Vader,
Yoda,
Boba Fett.
Who hasn't wanted to be on the ship with Han Solo? They're all in this game.
Doesn't matter where I am in the world or what time it is. Log on whenever you want to. You always have something to do with somebody.
24 hours, this thing is non-stop.
Star Wars Galaxies, rated T for Teen.
Camera. Walkie-talkie. GPS capability.
The versatile i275 phone with camera, new from Nextel. Get anywhere walkie-talkie that works coast to coast and short range for use off network, plus GPS capability.
Turn right.
Save $75 on the i275 for a limited time. Call 8888 Nextel to shop or find a store. Act now. Call 8888 Nextel.
Oh, hurry up, man. Box is coming in. Dude, almost got it.
Hey, how are the graphics coming on that game? I've got another one I need designed.
We just finished level 3 and need to tighten up the graphics a little bit.
Great.
Hey, I can't believe we got jobs doing this. I know. And my mom said I would never get anywhere with these games.
Train online for a degree in game art and design. Call 800-914-8582. Call now.
This week on Real Time, presented by Coca-Cola. Dim the lights and grab a bag of popcorn. Come on, wake up. Back-to-back episodes of Cinematheque. Today at 5 Eastern, 2 Pacific.
Coming up on an all-new whip set, Street Fury gets bubbling at Hot Import Day.
Honey, you know I got you.
Turns up the heat with the Super Tune Supers. Then brings it to a boil with the Asian Beauty calendar shoot.
It's cooking in here.
It's the whip set. Tonight, 10 Eastern, 7 Pacific.
I see him up ahead. Let's rock and roll. Use the boost to take. No. Use bomb wisely.
Ready for duty.
Hey, Snippy, don't get cocky.
Persistent little pest. Darn you.
Ouch! Cut it out! The enemy battleships are launching fighters.
Fox, you're out of time. There are enemies behind you.
Brought to you by Sobe Adrenaline Rush. Energy for the rest of us.
Carol Sanderson has boundless energy and drive. At Medford High, Carol is editor of the paper, dive team captain, head of the Future CEOs Club, prom queen, and still has the energy to learn Mandarin Chinese. Lovely, Carol. So be adrenaline rush. Energy for the rest of us.
It is a heavy weight you carry. Advent Rising. Race to save humanity and win $1 million. Rated T for teen.
If you're a rotten kid,
I'm Tyler Beauregard.
I don't care, and you don't listen to Willy Wonka,
Back off, you little freaks!
interesting things will happen to you.
Oh, good.
Johnny Depp
Thank heaven, he's completely unharmed.
in a Tim Burton film,
You're really weird.
Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. Rated PG. In theaters and IMAX July 15th.
Wow, someone ordered all that!
I guess so.
Is it heavy? This is one of the new notebooks, integrated wireless, and it's so light, it's crazy.
So light, it's crazy.
Call today and take delivery of an M250S notebook with an Intel Celeron M processor, just $799.99. At just over 5 pounds, its thin and light design makes it perfect for planes, trains, or anywhere life takes you. Built-in wireless lets you jump online at your favorite hotspots. And its 14-inch widescreen gives you a larger viewing space, so you can work on 2 documents side by side, or just watch your favorite DVDs, no matter where you are. Order today and get a photo-quality Epson printer and double memory absolutely free. The Gateway M250S with an Intel Celeron M processor. It's everything you need, and it's only found in the Gateway box.
Is that bulky wallet bursting your pocket? You need the Smart Money Clip to organize cash and credit cards neatly, completely. The spring-action stainless steel adjusts to grip a single bill or a whole billfold. Flip the clip, and the credit card holder grips credit cards, bank cards, your license, up to 5 cards in all. But look, even a single credit card can't slip from its grip. Lightweight and compact, it fits any purse. With Smart Money Clip, it's all at your fingertips. It holds business cards, receipts, and more. The Smart Money Clip, just $19.95.
Those rubber bands around my husband's wallet look so tacky. The Smart Money Clip holds it all.
Now everything's right at my fingertips. No more bulky wallets. The Smart Money Clip is incredible.
But wait, you also get the Smart Pocket. Clip on your belt to keep keys and cash safe and secure. Smart Money Clip and Smart Pocket, $19.95. Order now.
To order your Smart Money Clip and free Smart Pocket, call 1-800-591-7119 or send $19.95 plus $5.95 shipping to the address on your screen. Call now. You.
eyes only on me, understand? You're gonna want to look around, but you're not going to.
War of the Worlds, rated PG-13, June 29th.
Let's count sand. It's not.
Being Farmer Extreme.
Let's wait in line. Awesome. This is all you guys have? Where are all the good games? You guys have nothing. Zip, nada.
We have not a 3.
With Gamefly.com, you can stay at home and rent games from the largest selection on the planet, and we'll send them to you. Go to Gamefly.com now for your free trial. Rated T through M.
New Colgate Max Fresh Cinnamon, packed with mini breath strips that explode to give you burst after burst of intense freshness. Colgate Max Fresh with mini breath strips, so fresh it's almost scary.
What is the color of innocence? What is the color of temptation? What is the color of passion? What is the color of defiance? Life is color. Nothing captures it like Panasonic HD TV, America's best-selling plasma brand. Call today and get your free HD plasma guide. Panasonic, ideas for life.
Mario Kart.
Video Game Vixens continues Tuesday, 10:30 Eastern, 7:30 Pacific.